This is Dr. J at 11, streaming live, coming to you live from Long Island, New York, where the weather was just fine and things were even finer. The sun shone bright on Wall Street, just as Dr. J said it would. I said, do not listen to the bearish calls. However, I have to admit, even Dr. J's belly got a little squeamish on Friday when the Dow gave me that sinking feeling. Ooh, I was sweating it out. I didn't want it to hit that important 1029 low, and it didn't. It stopped 150 points shy of that and making me feel that wave 2 down was over and wave 3 up was about to begin. I do think that this is going to be the blow-off sis boom bar market that will precede the bear market. But people were jumping the gun. I do think we're going to have an excellent December, January, February, like we've never seen before, perhaps, with the Dow rising above, what, 30,000? Yes, I said it. I'm not the only one that said it. Going back a ways, I'll give credit to Gottman. I believe he said it. Anyway, it's not there yet. One day at a time. There are roadblocks. There are all kinds of global intrigue with economic conferences, with meetings of, I can't say his name, Xi and Trump. I don't want to mispronounce his name, so I'll just spell it. Anyway, they're going to get together on a trade agreement, I'm sure. And that's why Apple is up $6. That's one of the reasons why the entire Dow was up. But let me point out that this report this wrap that I'm doing now is just limited to the Dow, the S&P, Netflix, Apple, and Amazon. I will be back later with a special biotech report. And the biotechs did fantastic today, as did the rest of the market. So I picked a good day to give my biotech report. In any event, let me state my usual disclaimer. Do your own due diligence. Dr. J's opinions are his own. I don't get advice from anyone. I don't get any inside information. I look at the charts. I draw my own conclusions. I do look at fundamentals from time to time, but I do rely mainly on charts. I appreciate your comments and your advice. Sometimes I make money off of them, and I do appreciate it. I should mail you a check when you give me a winner. Keep those winners coming in, fellas. That's the best I can do with John Wayne. I'm sorry. Get those wagons into a circle, fellas. Anyway, so I guess if you like this video, don't forget to give me a like and write comments and share the link. And most important of all, hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's get into the video charts, and we're going to take a quick look, and then you come back for the biotech report, okay? Promise me. So here, stick with me another few minutes. We're not going to be long. Might as well stick it out with Dr. J. I hope my audio is better than it's been at times. I do hope so. I can't tell until afterwards. I am working on getting a new microphone. The Dow Jones Industrial Averages had a phenomenal day, up 2.5%, 617 points. Now, what did I say in yesterday's Dow wrap, market wrap? I think I said by the end of the week, or slightly longer, we would take out the high on 11/8 of 26,277. Well, today goes a long way in accomplishing that. I see a little resistance, maybe right around the 61.8 retrace, which would put us at 25,462. So not for another 100 Dow points. And then if that, I think we're going to slice through that resistance like a nice knife through butter. So I see very little resistance. I think we will take this out, if not by the end of the week, early next week, and then go on and take this out. Naturally, when you have these gigantuan days, there'll be a little back and forth filling. So, I don't know how long it'll take to take the all-time high out. Maybe by the end of the month, if all goes well. And well, then we'll be en route for 30,000. Okay. I noticed there was an A, B, C correction, a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down. Now we're starting a powerful wave 3 up. Okay, so I do believe this is probably going to culminate with a wave 5 up that'll be around 30,000 or more, at which point I will not be greedy. I will start taking lots off the table, and I will probably not advise. I will probably share my ideas with you. I don't give advice, no investment advice. My opinions are strictly my own. I don't know anything. It's just that I'm just a lucky guesser. What could I tell you? I guess right more than I guess wrong. And that's all you need to make money in the market. All right, the S&P 500. Similar chart to the Dow, an ABC type Elliott wave correction down, a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and a steep wave 2 down, and now a powerful wave 3 up. We're not even in wave 3 of 3 yet, I don't suspect. So we're going to be surprised by the kind of upward moves we get. We'll get more of these 600-point moves, I believe, as we take out the all-time high. Where is it? On 9/21 of 2940. That will go along with as the S&P goes above 3,000 points before it's all over, well above 3,000 points, I think. Okay, Netflix, I gave a bold call on. Netflix has been one of the big FANG losers. I don't love Netflix. I don't love Netflix long term, but I sure liked it short term. I said we're coming to the end of this triangular pattern. We've recently established an uptrend, and we're going to have to break this pattern, this triangle. And I felt we would break in the next 2 days because that's the time limit. And I felt we would break to the upside. I didn't think we would break 2% to the upside, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it. So this was a request, and I hope I helped in charting this for you. Where do I think it's going from here? I think there gets more upside, but I wouldn't be shocked if it pulled back to test this line, this trend line, and then continue. But I see it going up in the short term, and like all the others, I think it'll take out the November 8th highs. Okay, so I think it'll take out 332. That's a hell of a move from here. Probably will, like the Dow, take out the next high, and probably the high on 10/1 as well. So I wouldn't be shocked if Netflix takes out successive highs. Okay, Apple and Amazon, and then we'll wrap it up, call it a night, and then you come back for more Dr. J later. Apple had a nice big green candle to celebrate its Granny Smith Day. Is that the green ones? Granny Smith? Oh. Anyway, It had a juicy candle today, and I like it. I'm convinced this is a real thing. The only reason there might be a little resistance at 185, a little more at 189, but I think we should be able to go through them rather easily. And after that, it's off to the races. So I believe Apple, like the rest of the FANG stocks, will have a tremendous recovery. Not as strong as Amazon, though. Amazon is a killer stock. When that thing gets moving, it really moves. Up 96 points, 6% in one day. It's a mover. It's a mover. It should easily take out the 11.8 high of 1784. And I think it's going to get back to those 2050 highs and take them out before it's all over. Amazon will be some gigantuan number, like, I don't know, like 2,500. How's that for a guess? You heard it here. Dr. J says Amazon 2,500. So that's the story of today. It was a phenomenal day. I had to pat myself on the back a little bit, considering I was very accurate in my forecasts. I was accurate the day before the bottom on 10/29. On Monday the 28th, I said tomorrow is we turned around, and sure enough, the 30th was a nice green candle. So I called that on Monday the 29th. I called that low, and I've been so sharp on my calls that it's beginning to freak me out even. Okay, so I'm not supposed to be this good. Not even Dr. J is supposed to be this good. All right, in any event, it's kind of like when I run the table in pool. I'm not supposed to run the table in pool because usually my high run if in a typical game is 8 or 9. I'm not a great pool player. I never thought of myself as being a wizard stock selector. I mean, stock select is one thing, but calling the markets is next to impossible. So I've been freakishly good. Let's hope it continues, guys. Tell your friends how good Dr. J is, and sure enough, then I'll go off course. All right, in any event, you've been benefiting from it. Those who have been following me, sharing my ideas. Okay, so I'm going to say sayonara, shalom, good night. See you soon. Ciao from Long Island, New York.